Hello and welcome, it's rooflemonger with another top 10 list for Tekken 7, this time dealing with Kazumi Mishima. So we're going to be going over some of her stronger moves in this game. Kazumi actually has the shortest move list in the game, so we can't use the excuse of 100 plus moves. But still, even then, these moves kind of shine above the rest. So let's go to it. Now, as usual, we're going to start off with the jab. Hers is quite a bit better than most, actually. So while we list 112, let's see here, it's a knockdown, does respectable damage, even wall splats, right? So one of the best parts of this move is you can actually hit confirm it. So we can just hit 1-1, and if you see it hits, then you can go into the 2 to get knocked down, and if it doesn't, you leave it be. So if we see here, 1-1, oh, it hit, I hit 2. Versus 1-1, oh, I see the block, I hit nothing. Now, 1-1-2 raw is not safe on block. So this is why we need to use this technique, because 1-1 is very safe on block. So just once again, keep in mind, if you see the hit, you just do 1-1 first. If you see the hit, you hit 2. If you don't see a hit, you leave it be. Now this move is one of the cornerstones of her offense. This is down forward 1. So it kind of tracks a little bit to both sides actually, so it's even hard to sidestep. It starts off very fast for a mid at 13 frames. It's fairly negligible on block at -3. So you can kind of keep going at it here. And the threat of what lets you keep doing this is a follow-up, which is down forward 1-2. So if at any point they try to hit a button, you can hit 2 and knock them out of their button press. See, you can actually stagger it quite a bit. If I do it fast, it's a natural combo, and if I stagger it, then there will be no combo. So you can kind of frustrate people into obviously wanting to hit buttons to get out of this pressure, but being scared to hit anything, because if they do, they might have that 2 coming into their heads. Now let's mention her command throw, which is diagonal down forward, 1 and 2 together. So most everyone has some form of command throw, so that in and of itself isn't too special. But hers is the rare exception where it does wall splat. You see here. So they can get whatever kind of wall combo you want after that. So it is somewhat unique among command throws. It's quite rare for that to work out that way. So hers is a bit more valuable than most. Now next up we have standing 4. Fast startup, safe on block, alright, little damage. So in and of itself, it's not too special, and it's high, so it's even duckable, but where it gets really good, just toss out, is the counter hit situation, because now we have a launcher. So now all of a sudden, with counter hits in mind, we have a very fast, safe on block launcher. So you can get any kind of combo off that you can think of, like something like this, for example. So that's a very sloppy combo, and some of the more optimal combos off it are sadly a smidge difficult, but it's great, and just toss it out, and if it hits, great. You got a little combo on your hands, and if not, there's almost no real penalty to pay. Now next up is my personal favorite move for Kazumi, which is standing 3-2. So it has good range, so we see here we're starting from neutral, we even back up a bit, and the move will still connect. It's very safe on blocks, only -1, and the best part is this, it's time for Tiger Town. So if that connects, the 1-4 Tiger Summon, the Rolling Tiger, is guaranteed. There's no rolling or wake up or anything they can do to get out of the Tiger's way. So it says 31, but you can effectively consider that 31 damage plus the Tiger. It's just a fantastic move. It's a great whiff punisher. As I said, once again, we got the range. It's very safe on block, so you can just really toss it out there. Now, the previous move we mentioned was just a great whiff punisher. Another great whiff punisher is her forward 4, which is the axe kick. So it's a bit slower than standing 3-2, but it does lead to a higher combo situation. So off that, we can get something very basic like this. That's very basic. You can get more than that, but it's also fairly safe to throw out. Now, I wouldn't recommend throwing it out at someone's face when you're touching each other. For one, to make use of the range, and two, since it's slow, If you do it in someone's face, you're probably going to get hit out of it. But that said, it's safe on block. Although it's on the cusp, it is 9-7, so you are fairly negative, so you're going to have to start thinking about defense at that point. But it's just also a great tool in her toolbox. Now, next to mention is her running 2 attack. So off a run, you hit 2, simple as that. It's a great little slamming punch. It has very fast, it kind of has priority. It starts up very quick, and it'll beat out most given moves. It has a very deceptive range. On top of all these great properties, it's also wall splat. So any run, keep in mind if you're at the right distance to start a run, roughly around here, you can always input it by hitting forward, forward, forward very quick, and hold the last forward while you hit 2. And from anywhere from here, obviously, you can just hit forward, forward, and hold it from there. Now this next move, when I first started playing it, it was the only move I used because I found it hilarious, but I think now that I understand the character quite a bit better, it's actually a good move. So that's 2 and 3 together, and that's the Tiger Summon. So it does basically not a lot of damage, but it's a good thing to throw people to keep them on their toes. Because the Tiger's a bit wide, if they actually have to kind of really think about sidestepping it. Like just a casual thing won't really do the job, as Tiger will hit. Also causes a wall splat. And it's just kind of really good for kind of keeping people on their toes. Now, I said don't base your whole offense around this. It does no damage, really. But it's really good to throw it every now and then. And don't let that negative 30 at the end deceive you. Because this move has so much pushback, it's not going to be an issue. Like, no one's punishing that from there. So, it's just a good move to keep people on their toes. And you summon a friggin' tiger. How cool is that? Now, unfortunately, Kazumi does not have much of a low game. So, down back 4 is their only real low of note. Comes in fairly decent speed. Does a nice little chunk of damage. If you manage to hit a counter hit, it's quite a big stagger. You get the knockdown. Into a tiger. You know, that's always nice. They really can't avoid the tiger no matter what they do, so you just got to be on the ball and recognize when you get that counter hit. And if you are on the ball, you get a little bit more damage. But really, this is her only real low of note. And our final move on the list is her hop kick, which is up forward 4. So it's a combo starting to get pretty much any juggle you think of off of it. One thing to note, it's a bit shorter range than a lot of other characters. Like, it's very prone to whiffing, as you can see here. So you need to do it in their face. But that said, it's still the low crush. Still starts up at the respectable 15 frames. So it's still a great tool to have. And you'll get a lot of your juggle damage off exactly that move. And there you have it. So these moves are compiled a combination of my personal opinion and that of players who's way better than I am at this game. All that said, I really want to list this move down 4-2. It's the freaking it's the literal tiger uppercut, but sadly it's not that great. But it looks cool as hell. Anyways, I hope this video found you well. Hope you learned something from it. Thank you very much for watching, and go out and play some Tekken.